In Pinewood Computer Core, you take the role of an employee of a secret underground facility that houses a nuclear fission supercomputer reactor. There are a lot of areas to explore and different roles you can take, like transporting cargo, being in charge of keeping the core regulated, or even becoming a nuclear monster. Now at the top of the main area of the map that beholds the nuclear fission, there's a sort of mainframe at the top. Now this mainframe asks for a code to be entered, and there are a total of 3 codes. The first one being 5334118. We know the first code from both a quote-unquote roleplay clipboard that shows the complete first code and a public announcement reminding the employees of today's code.
Today's security code is 5334118.
When we enter that code, it prompts another keypad to open up, this time asking for a second code. Referring back to the clipboard, we were given the first 3 digits of the code, quote 644, but it is cut off, as the writer of the clipboard tells us that they fell asleep at a meeting that went over the second code. But users were able to figure out that by adding 1 to the second part of the first code, 4118, and inserting it after the 644, it would lead to a successful second code, meaning that the second code would be 6445229. Now I don't know who figured it out or how, but I'm just glad they did, because after that second code is entered, a huge mainframe pops up, with it asking us for a final third code. Note that the mainframe also says that once the third code is entered, you will see some classified information. But the thing is, we get 0 hints as to what this third code is. Going back to the clipboard, you'll see it completely covered in some sort of green goo, and there is no public announcement about this code. So you think that nobody would be able to solve this code, right? The weird thing is, a total of 48 people own a badge that comes along with successfully entering the third code. You may be wondering how this is possible. Well, let me explain how those 48 came to apparently solve the seemingly impossible third code of the Pinewood Computer Core. When I say the majority, I refer to the majority of people who apparently have cracked the code. The thing is, these people are part of the quote Pinewood Builders Group, the official group for all Pinewood games. Specifically, they are high ranks who supposedly were shared what the code was by whoever creates it. Here's an image of CSDI, a quote facilitator in the group who successfully entered the code on January 1st, 2020. The screen reads, quote, success, sending classified info. Also, it seems that once you enter the code, it creates a supernova event, as you can see at the top of the screen. Now this isn't the only time a group member has put the code in for fun. Later, on September 30th, 2020, during an unofficial party celebrating the Pinewood Builders getting 200,000 members, Facilitator Coaster Team also entered the third code successfully. Now you may be wondering, if there are others who saw the code entered, can't they just memorize it? The thing is, the third code is randomly but commonly changed at points in time, most likely after these type of events, to keep it more unsolvable. Besides those 2 events, it is a fact that most users with this badge are or were higher-ups in the Pinewood Builders Group. Defying the odds. The thing is, not all of those who have solved the third code were group members. There are currently 4 recorded instances of completely random people with 0 intel solving this code. First, on June 3rd, 2017, game owner Takaisho announced that he changed the code due to quote extreme security measures, confirming that someone had somehow cracked the third code. Then, on July 21st, 2020, April 4th, 2021, and August 30th, 2021, multiple users obtained the badge and solved the code. You'll notice that a lot of these dates were in 2020 and 2021, which I guess was when cracking it was quote-unquote easier. Information on who solved it and how they did it is very limited. Chapter 3. Fake it till you make it. Although there was no date provided, there is information that at one moment, one individual ran a script using their admin to give themselves the third code badge, but accidentally also gave it to everyone else in the server at the same time. They were ordered to remove it, but it does not appear that they did. It's reported that there is other instances of this badge being given illegitimately to others, but there hasn't been any information released. The conclusion. The seemingly impossible third code has been seemingly solved 48 times. That's a lot of seemingly's. but a large percentage of that number are from group members who were bored or others who exploited into getting the badge. But as of right now, there have been 4 moments that a normal person has solved the code. Will there ever be another time? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it with y'all if I ever get enough subscribers. Anyways, goodbye, and thank you Roblox Wiki for providing me with all that information. And thank you also to them for the 2 images that I used, and I don't know why I'm saying this, I could just put this in the description. Alright, bye.